Welcome Outlanders to my revised cache location video. Take a moment to pause the video, find the timestamp that correlates with the photograph you have, and then click the View More option below the video to reveal the timestamps and skip to the section that covers your cache. If you're new to the game, hang around a moment for a short rundown on how the photograph and cache system work. First off, let me say welcome to all the new Outlanders. It's great to have some new players in the game, really brings in some fresh blood. And, people, when they're new to games, they tend to throw little curveballs. They think differently than the players that have been playing it for a long time. So I'm really looking forward to running into some people. Now down to the photograph and the stash. What we have here, you can see, is a list of containers that do not contain the photograph. You'll find the photograph everywhere else, pretty much any container you loot, and that's important. You'll want to find that photograph because it's going to show you where to go on the map to get the stash. That's going to be the only one that has loot in it. There are going to be false caches all over. You may be running around and find a spot on the ground you can dig, but if you dig, it's most likely going to be empty, especially if you have a photograph that's showing you that you're supposed to be digging somewhere else. So it's really key to find that photograph so you know where to go. When you go and dig up the cache, you're going to find metal inside, wires, nails, medical supplies, weapon parts, food, all sorts of stuff. And the amount of stuff inside is increased when it is boosted. So it is very, very important that you find that photograph when it's boosted like that. So you can do just as I'm doing right here and loot all that. All that's from boosted. That's pretty much how that works. There really isn't a lot more to it. Again, these containers do not have the photograph. All the others do. Once you find the photograph, and come here, find your photograph on the timestamp sheet out at the beginning of the video. You head to that location on the map, and then dig up the stash, and you've got all the loot. Good luck out there. Take care, guys. This cache is located east of the old barn, up in the hills. There's the old barn. What you're looking for is this yellow tree. Just run right past that. Come in here. Take a little bit of a left, and you'll find your stash right there. To find this stash, you're going to want to head to the east exit. There's the east exit there, and the path that leads up. As you approach it, you're going to find this little campsite here. And your stash is located out in front of the campsite, right here. Another easy stash to find, just head to Fiel Hotel. You want to head to the left of it, to the smaller building right here. That's the hotel. There's our smaller building. And you'll find your stash just to the right of this overturned cart, right there. To find this stash, just head south and west from Jack's Seat toward the trees. Here's your trees. What you're looking for are these two stumps, that down tree, and that smaller tree right there. Just head right toward that small tree, and to the left of it, just after this bush, you'll find the stash. This stash is located a little north and west of the wooden bridge. Here's a wooden bridge, crosses the river. Just head a little bit north. You'll see this downed tree here. The stash is located right here. This stash is along the path to the makeshift depot that leads from the old barn. That's the old barn across the river there. So all you have to do, follow the path. After you get past this patch of green, you're going to see the stash right there on the ground. It's super obvious when it's not dug up. Another simple stash to find. Just head to Olaf's farm on the south end of the map. As you approach Olaf's farm, from there, you're going to find these logs, and your stash you'll find right there. find this stash, just head to the south end of the map to the military checkpoint. Once you reach a military checkpoint, turn and head east past this tank. You're heading toward these rocks here in the distance. You'll find your stash right there.
Find this location, just go south of the mountain lake on the western path. It's going to lead you down here, up this footbridge, and you'll find the location right there.
This stash is located south and east of Fjell Hotel. Just come down the road from the hotel. Once you see that truck and boat, you know you're in the right area. Hang a left before you reach them. You'll find this little footpath. Stay on that. You'll see the footbridge that's in the photograph right there. And your stash is located right here. This cache is located a little north and west of the forest dump. Where you see my star on the map right now, there is a fire watch tower. The photograph is taken from inside that tower. Down there is where the forest dump is. You can see that. So you come up northwest from there. You're going to see your fire watch tower there. And you'll find your stash right here.
The simplest way to find this location is go north on the main road from Bad Day for Young Olaf. Look for that military truck. Come north from that, hit this path that breaks off on the left-hand side of the road heading west. Follow it down here to this footbridge. You'll find the stash just on the other side right there. To find this spot, you just need to be on the road to lay by the mountain slopes. As you come up the road, you'll find this red truck. Then break off the road. Come up over here, look for that broken tree, and the stash is located right here. This stash is not difficult to find. Head north and east from Olaf's farm to the pond on the east side of the map. Go to the west side of the pond and you'll find the stash right there. For our next location, you want to go west of Jacked Seat, cross the river, look for this rock outcropping here. It's very obvious. And you can find the stash right here on the ground. First stash is really easy to find. Just go to Olaf's farm, southwest corner of his field, look for the scarecrow, and you'll find the stash right at the feet.
This cache is located on the west side of the river, across from where Bad Day for Young Olaf is. You'll want to take the footpath after you get across the river, up towards where you can see I'm sitting right now. You can see that little black dot out in front of my marker. That black dot is this building that's in the photograph, and you'll find your stash right there. This cache is located south and west from Fjell Hotel. On the south side of the road, across from Fjell Hotel, there is a yellow building right here. That's the building there. So you'll come south of that building. You're going to see this tree. Keep going. You'll see this downed log. Go down that. Head down and around to the left here, and you'll find your stash located right there.
This stash is not difficult to find. Just go north on the main road from Fjell Hotel. Once you get to the T intersection that I'm standing at right now, go around that semi-truck, in front of that yellow car, jump the guardrail, and look right here. That's where you're going to find it. This stash is located east of Hakon's Inn on the west side of the bridge that crosses over from Fjell Hotel, which is that direction. Just go down on the north side of the bridge and you'll find the stash located right there.
This cache is located west of the old barn. Just take the footpath that leads to the west from the barn. That's the barn in the distance. Here's the path. You'll see this gravesite on your left. Just keep going. And just before the path heads down the hill toward the river, you want to turn left, head towards these rocks, and you'll find your cache right there. This stash is located at Bad Day for Young Olaf. Easy to find. Just go to Bad Day for Young Olaf, look for the shack, and then just look to the left of the shack and you'll find your stash right there. To find this stash, you're going to follow this footpath here. Leads from the north and from the south. About halfway through the trail, you'll come to this bridge. And your stash is located right below the bridge there. This cache is located east of the Filthy Crossing at the little building right here. Sometimes this building is Barred House. It's also a signal detector location, so many of you probably know this location. That's the Filthy Crossing there. Come up from the crossing, head towards this building, and you'll find your cache located right here. This cache is located west of the Fisherman's Settlement. Just take the footpath away from the settlement, hang a right at the first Y. You're going to come up through here. You can see the Fisherman's Settlement right down there. You'll come up and spot this building, which is the building in the photograph. And your stash is located here. This cache is located on the west side of the mountain lake. Just head over to the west side, look for this rock, and you'll find your stash right next to it there. Well guys, that concludes this cache location video. I hope you found it helpful. If you find a photograph I missed, feel free to send it to postforphoenix@gmail.com. That email address is down below. Make sure to include your username and the console you play on. That way I can include that in the description down below and on top of the photograph in the video. That's pretty much it. I hope you guys are all getting the loot out there and taking care. Good luck in the Outlands. Later.